So, what is the investment vehicle that will take you from point A to point B? And by that, I mean from amateur to banker. Hello, everyone. Scott Schwartz, nevertoomuchmoney.com. Now, yesterday we got caught up a little bit, used a catch up day on a couple of different slides here. Remember, at the top there, we have what people think are the only two ways to invest. The cash saver at the top in blue saves only to drain the money he saved to put it somewhere else. The borrower, represented in red, gets the benefit of taking that money out immediately, but then he's playing catch up, working his way up to zero. The end result in both of these, they're mirror images of each other, always returning to a flat baseline of zero. At the bottom, we have the majestic northeast slope that we talked about yesterday, where instead of returning to zero, that line continually slopes upward. So now, and the point, the necessity is that we find a vehicle that checks 5 boxes here. It would need to pay in the event of death, disability, chronic or critical illness, and also it would need to be, I got the wrong slide there, it would need to be tax-free, it would need to grow compound interest uninterrupted, and it would need to be able to withdraw tax-free. So let's get down to it. What is the vehicle that does that? Well, first, let's talk about a couple of things that it is not. We could use, say, a savings account from your local bank, but you'd be getting what, 0.1, 0.2% interest, and what little interest you do learn is taxable. You could use stocks, bonds, mutual funds. There, though, you're subject to not only taxes, but market risk fees, advisor fees that get taken off the top, whether that fund actually makes money or not. So what is the safer play here? Well, it's something that's been around for a long time, though it's a new twist on it. What it is it's something that goes along with, it's designed around the IRS 7702 code. It is a guaranteed, overfunded, high cash value whole life insurance policy. Now, this is not like the whole life insurance policy that maybe your grandparents had, where you pay a little money every month and then you get a death benefit at the point of death only. This checks all 5 of those boxes there. And the beauty of it is that IRS 7702 code defines exactly where the division is between insurance and investment. And by staying under that line, we get to take advantage of the tax-free withdrawal of the payment of life insurance. So it tells us, it defines the minimum death benefit, and we stay right under that line. So the fact that this stays as a life insurance policy, never crossing that line into an investment, means that we have access to those funds tax-free. Now, do you like the sound of tax-free? I hope you're raising your hand right now. I know everybody does. So how does that work? One little thing that I'll mention here before we get into detail on it in future live streams. When the way that works is we're letting our money build that guaranteed, overfunded, high cash value. But when we take money out to invest, when we take money out to buy our own debt and eliminate it, we are borrowing from the insurance company's general fund, not from our cash value. That's why the cash value does not diminish. That's why the compounding of interest continues uninterrupted, because that money isn't touched. We're taking the money from the insurance company while the value of our account continues to accrue at the same rate as if there was no money taken out, because there was no money taken out of that cash value. This accomplishes two important things: no reduction in the cash value. We eliminate the opportunity cost. We don't have to think, should I use this money to invest or to pay off debt? We can do both at the same time with the same dollars. The second benefit is the cash value we have collateralizes that loan. So there is no written repayment schedule at all on that loan. Now, if we want to continue to use it to invest, to pay off further debt, or invest in real estate, crypto, whatever we want to invest in, then yes, we will pay that off, but it won't change the amount of money that we're putting into that account month by month. We'll get into more detail on why this is the proper vehicle to use to get this result in future live streams starting tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Scott Schwartz, Reverse Engineering Banks and the Wealthy, so that you can become your own virtual banker. NeverTooMuchMoney.com. Have a great night, everyone.